G'day. We're back, Madworks Garage, and we're late today because we've been spending the morning mostly taking some scrap down the scrapyard, haven't we, Benny?
Indeed, yeah.
So now we're back, we're going to do a bit more to the vans. Now, as you can see behind me, I don't know whether you've met Nancy, but this is Nancy, the 1965 DeVille. DeVille being a special interior type that they made not many of, special order, and I think it was about £100 more expensive than the rest because it's got like a coach built interior. Really nice van, but Nancy's got a bit of a problem with her brakes, so I'm just going to check them out because for some reason I'm losing pressure. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Benji's going to be doing a bit of work on Windsor, just on the rear wings, in Lester's absence. He's not absent very often, is he? What are you laughing at? Hey? Anyway, he should be back tomorrow, hopefully. And so Benny's going to be doing a bit of work on Windsor whilst I check round these brakes. Now what I'm going to do is just take one wheel off at a time, remove the brake drum and just see if there's any leakage on any of the cylinders. I'm going to check them all and then work my way back to the master cylinder, checking all the joints and see if why it's losing fluid or where it's losing fluid or pressure from, because it's confusing. Now this van, it's the first time I've really been under it. It's the first time I've ever had it on the ramp today, and I've just been underneath it, and wow, it's amazing. The condition of it is incredible. It's a really noisy bus. You can see here, well, hopefully you can see here, the front arch is all peppered and it's softened a little bit on the outside. The paint job that was done on it. Actually, there's a funny story that goes with this van, if you've got a minute. Before I bought this van, it belonged to a guy in a place called Ledbury, which is approximately 18 miles from here. Is it not working?
Battery's gonna go.
The battery's gonna go. There's a funny story that goes with this van. Basically, I was at a car show in... Can you make less noise, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's right, Benny. Can you excuse me?
Keep going.
You're getting on my nerves. Turn it off, please. I need to talk.
One's got to warm up the filler.
Oh my God. Okay, there's a funny story that goes with this van. I was at a car show. We do like a Bedford meet, one or two a year normally before lockdown all happens and all that. And we were at one called Much Markle Steam Rally. I expect some of you have heard of that. And a friend of mine come running up to me, John, there's a camper van over in the car park that's got for sale on it. And it was this one. Long and short of it, I bought it, okay? And then obviously we've had it ever since, which is what? 4 years, 3 or 4 years, something like that now. And it turns out that Lester's brother Leon, used to drive this vehicle very regular because it belonged to Lester's cousin Noel. Lester and Leon's cousin Noel. Unfortunately, Leon's not with us anymore. He passed away probably 6 years ago, I think now. It was Lester's twin brother. And he used to help me out with vans, and then Lester's come along now, which is just like having Leon again. It's very strange. But anyway, yeah, so it was in Lester's family for a long, long time, and I knew none of this when I bought the van. But there we are. Anyway, so what we're going to do is go around, do all the check all the brakes, and see what we got going on. Right, I'm going to start by getting off the hubcaps. I'm not sure about these chrome rings, but they came on it, so I kept them on it, really. And we'll start with this wheel and see what we can find out. There's no play in the bearing, might as well check all that whilst we're at it. Might need a bit of adjustment on the brakes, but we can do that. Looks like the spiders have moved in. All right, Benny. The trouble is, these vans, they get sat around and not used. Storage and that, and they need using, really. You're going to put some filler in that back where there's none?
Yeah.
Alright then. Hopefully these will come undone without too much trouble. One. Oh, two. Well, at least they came undone. Yeah, poor old Nancy's suffering a bit on the outside, so it's going to have to come off the road in the winter, next winter, and have the arches replaced front and probably a repaint. Oh, now my phone's ringing, Benj. Go.
Tripod again.
Silly Benny.
Yeah, right, you can go now.
Yeah, I'm just going to take the drum off, see what anything going on in here. It's as dry as a bone. So we'll just blow them out and then, can I have that please? I need that.
Jesus.
Where's the blower?
Huh?
Oh, it's there, look. He won't help you. Well, mine needs greater than yours.
What system has it got on that?
Pardon?
What system has it got on that?
This is,
Standard.
yeah, girdling.
Girdling.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, hang on, can I have that? Just want to finish this off. Thank you. Oh. Right, I don't know whether you can see this. Drums are nice and smooth, there's no screwing in them. The shoes have got lots left on them. So I don't think they were done that long ago. There's no leakage, so we know this one's all right. So with a bit of a blowout, put them back in again. Back on again even.
When you press the brakes like a couple of times, they will come back.
I know that, but there must be a reason they're going down. We need to find the reason and fix it. We seem to have a bit of oil around this area from the engine, but that's normal because of the hose comes down that side of the engine, doesn't it? Oil pressure. Right, so he's all right. Let's take the next wheel off now, and the dogs have very kindly marked their scent on this wheel. Okay, so my life, can you believe it? So my job for today is to get the top bezel sorted. So I'm going to restore the bezel, and I'm going to restore the clocks back to their former glory, if you can hear me. So, see how I get on. Right, so first job to do is to get the bezel. It's covered in cobwebs and muck and years of grime and stuff. Sun, where the sun's baked it in the windscreen, all that sort of thing. I mean, as far as I know, this mileage is totally true. 48,692 miles. Because obviously I know all the history of the van. So there's a mileage. So what I've got here is some Scotch Brite. It's great stuff for cleaning this up. It will take the surface off the top and take all the crap off it really, and take it back to where you want it. And just give it a really good, you can see it's going through now. Give it a really good rub, and that will prep it up to take some paint. One thing you have to watch with these old bezels is, because the sun's been baking them in a windscreen forever, the screws generally get over tightened too much, or they get jammed in the dashboards and people can't get them out. So they pull this and it snaps the Bakelite plastic off. This is all good. There's nothing broken. It also, this edge generally gets broken, and like I said, it's got a few nicks here, but we can get over that. So it's a really good one, luckily. Peace at last. at last. Now that's weird. Seems to have got, aha. Do. Right. There we are. And you. Okay, so we're getting along. What I've got in here is a drop of fuel, clean petrol, in an old spray thing, just so we can spray these bits up now. I've rubbed this down and primed it with a grey primer, and I'm going to leave it in grey primer, and then I'm going to clear lacquer it, because original clocks came grey generally, most of them anyway, but I'm going to do them grey so it's all protected behind, because that's where the damp sits and seems to grab up behind there and does that to them, makes them rusty. So anyway, we got the speedo all in pieces. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the insides of it. It's all nice and clean. So all I've done is clean the face up with some WD-40. They come up nice with that. I've cleaned the glass one go, and I've cleaned the actual outside bezel one go, so that'll get cleaned again before we put it back together again. So we've got the little ring that goes on the outside of the glass to do black, and this to do black. So I'm just going to give this a clean up with this, just to get any any crud off it. So that's that, nice and tidy. And the same with this ring.
Any idea what about welding gauntlets, soldier?
The welding gauntlets, I've got the gloves. Do you want the gloves, the smaller ones, or do you want the big red ones?
Big red ones.
Well, they should be under the welder, are they not there?
No.
There's an odd one there.
Which one's that, left or right?
Left.
That's the one of them.
Oh, there's the other one, look.
Here's two up there.
No, I didn't know where they were, but there they are. Okay.
A brand new dash.
Will be when I finish with it. Right, I need to just get this up on try and elevate it somehow safely without it falling off. Oh, that's no good. Right, I need to go and get 2 cans the same, that would help. Right. Right, we're cracking along nicely now. I've rubbed down and primed the back of the clocks. I've cleaned everything inside. I've cleaned the bezels up, cleaned the glass up. Oh my life. Someone's been in here. Basically ready to do the clear lacquer. Only trouble is someone's just been in here and wiped dust all over the bezel. I don't think it was me. It's alright because it was dry luckily, so that's fine. So I'm going to clear lacquer these. I've been shaking this for about 10 minutes. Right, back for another coat of lacquer now. It's gone off nice and dry, so go again. Some of you might think I'm being a bit of over the top with these clocks and stuff, but it's my van and I'm willing to put the time in on it, so I'd rather have it like this. When it's all together you'll see the result and see why. You know, you never see the back of the clocks, do you? But I know they're there. Right, and that is it. We don't need any more lacquer than that. I'm happy with that, the way it is. Let those dry. One more job to do, and that's sort this little beauty out. Now, what I don't want to do with this is anything really. I just want to clean it the best I can. Probably tidy up the back a bit, but just clean it up, because there's your history. That's seen everything that van's done, that little face there. Sounds a bit stupid, but it has. And the owner, John, who used to own it from new, done all the miles in it staring at that clock face. So I want to keep it just as it is. Just give it a good clean, but not do anything else with it. And that old and new contrast is always so lovely, so I'll try and do that with that in a minute. Just let that dry and then we'll have a look at that. It's really very warm in here. It's about I'd say about 60 degrees now, and I've got 2 coats on. So, but it soon goes off again. So I'll grin and bear it for now. It's going to look really lovely when they're all together. All together. Okay. Right, everything's dry now, so I'm going to start putting the clocks back together. We'll start with the worst one, or say the most difficult one, and see how we get on. I took a picture earlier on for reference because I was worried that I'd forget which way round it all goes. Quite glad I did now, because I did forget. So we've got to have it that way round, like that. So I can put that there and build it up from there. Always good to take a picture just in case you forget. Going to put a nut on there temporarily just to hold it, otherwise it's going to fly off on me.
But
How are you getting on then?
not bad. This is the repair panel, which I've almost trimmed up to what it's supposed to be. I'm just taking it off again. And what I've done is, it's not where it's supposed to be, because that flange there has got to go underneath. Like that. You see. And I've just got to fiddle it in. But what I was just saying to John is, and Benji, is the more time I spend here now, the less time I'm going to be spending later on. You know, I don't mind if it takes me another half an hour to get this to fit, so I'm happy. That's fine by me. That's fine by me.
Another half an hour?
Well, all right then. Okay, 20 minutes. So what I've done is
It went up 10 minutes.
I've actually put this on the outside purely to get those two holes lined up. So in theory, when I finish messing about, I can just
Line them up.
screw that in there, and I know I've got that right.
Where's the hole?
It's in there somewhere. There you go.
There it is. Whee, look at that.
See? So now, this is the one that's proving a little bit problematical, and that's because I've got to trim a little bit more off this edge here, because it's slightly longer than
Yeah. You can actually
where
see
this
that.
joggle joint is. Once I've actually got that in, I'm going to put a few more of these little retaining bolts in,
Self-drivers.
soft drivers,
Yeah.
just to actually hold it in place, because once this is on, you can't get at the inside of that. That's it.
It's all pretty tidy on the inside skin though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm going to do a little repair here before I get much further. And then I think we ought to put something on here
Yeah.
to stop. You see this edge, it's gone rusty here.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm going to cut that out and weld a new piece in that, and then possibly going to treat this with something.
Put some primer in there.
Before I put this on, I'm going to punch these holes along the bottom, because originally it was spot. This panel is spot welding onto the inner frame here. We haven't got a spot welder, so I'm going to do the.
We did have one, but you sold it.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't work at home, would it? It kept blowing the trip switch.
Yeah, we're not at home here.
Yeah. Well, he might have blown the trip. He might have blown the trip switch here.
I'd have upgraded it.
You see, with resistance welding, what people don't realise is.
Oh God, not again. That's Sainsbury's.
That's Sainsbury's or Aldi, I suppose. What was I going to say? Yes, resistance welding, which is what spot welding and MIG welding is. Basically, once you start using the machine, you are introducing the short circuit into the system. Well, with the modern day RCDs, they won't tolerate it.
They won't. So you just put a bit of wood to the floor under the RCD, stop them tripping off.
Yeah, that's what I do. I've seen
That was a joke, by the way.
I've seen an 8mm bolt put into a 13 amp fuse before now.
Well, we don't do that anymore. Fuses don't exist anymore like that.
Etc. Etc.
Bit tin foil.
If you are using it as spot welded at home, you might find it'll pay you if you've got a socket on your cooker ring circuit. Sometimes there'll be a socket on the side of it. That will be 30 amps as opposed to.
Which is ideal for your spot welder.
For the spot welder.
Which is all totally irrelevant because we don't have one.
Yeah, but you never know.
Because you sold it.
Something that does need welding. As I was doing the roof, I did the
Benny's done
rubber,
some
where the rubber's set.
Oh dear.
And we've formed a bit of a problem.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
What have you done, Benny?
Well, it was only with the wire wheel, and then we got a little bit more, just a bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there,
Dear, oh dear.
and then all of this bit here as well.
As fast as I weld it up, he finds more holes for me.
He does, doesn't
He's
he?
just not on.
Yeah, there's a little
I
bit
will
there.
not tolerate this.
Right.
But apart from that,
After the door, then that'll have
I've
to be.
done the front of the thing. Don't go up too far. I haven't done that much. And I've done the two back bits as well. So.
Right. And all as I've done is run around in the Jeep, in Nancy actually, all morning getting stuff for these two.
Yeah. But we're worth it.
So now I'm going to get on and restore
Yes, we've got the doors
the
out,
clock
the
bezel.
sun's out.
I'm down. I'm
And
down.
I'll tell you what, if I thought it was going to be like this tomorrow, I'd come over in Bumpy.
Well, I think it is like this tomorrow.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I could even come over on a motorbike.
You don't want to do that. That's cold.
What
Anyway,
were you gonna say? Yeah.
right. Carry on then, boys. Carry on.
I'll have any cup of coffee.
Anything good, Les?
Yeah. Now what we're doing here is little and often, as always. I've just done that one there, and as you can see, that's sort of cooled off and flattened out quite nicely. As you can see, there's a slight hump in that, and what's causing that is the fact that these screws are slightly long and they're hitting the inner panel, and it's forcing it up, which
Is a good thing.
is a good thing. So if I take that out, we can see what we've got there, and if I just those can come off. Now I'm just going to do that little piece there, and in theory that shouldn't buckle too much. Oh, that's still hot. You know, I wouldn't be touching that with it's hot enough through the glove. But when that cools off, that should pull in a little bit. And what I'm trying to do is keep this door nice and tight. And it seems to be working. The thing with something as flat as this, you've really got to do it little and often. You can't go steaming in with this because it will just buckle. You know, so I've got to be a little bit ginger with it.
Ginger.
Yeah,
You have to go gingerly.
yeah, gingerly.
Gingerly.
It's nothing that we can't handle. Obviously, it will have a skimmer filler in it. I can feel that that's just pulled slightly there, but again, you know, it's not horrendous.
It isn't.
Lovely.
Lovely. Carry on. That looks better, Ben. A little bit more out. How's it looking now, Ben?
A little bit there.
Is it straight? Straighten it up, that's better. A little bit more out, is it? You need to bring that down a bit, you have it too high on the curve so the top fits. That's it, about there is where it's supposed to be. If in doubt, check it on the front, so you know it's right. So, good lad, doing a good job.
Can't be that bad.
That's right. When you rub the high bit back, it should be about right.
Yeah.
Nice one, Ben, just keep it up. This is making a little repair panel, aren't you, Lester?
Yes.
Lovely.
But what I've done is I've put in a curve on it because it's got to have a safe edge on it. I've actually crimped it up too much, and now I need to open it up again to get it over the flange.
Over the flange.
Too much on the bottom.
You can drag that out of there with that. Do you want me to show you how to do it?
I'll hold that on there.
And then just drag it towards the back of the van. But you need your body the other side of it so you can pull it towards you. It might be gone off a bit too much, is it? You can take a bit out. That's why I made them. Just to get that right. Yeah, it's gone off too much now, Ben. Don't worry about it. You just end up pulling it all out. Great on the summer's day, not so good in the winter. But it's looking pretty good. Get a bit of paint on it, you'll soon see how bad it is, or good. So bombs it in there, look at that. DA pads everywhere. It's nothing like being tidy, is there? Nothing like being tidy, that. Nothing like it. Okay. This side's nearly there as well, so. Oh, we're getting close. We're getting close. This is the near side door here, which is new old stock, so there's not a lot of work to do on that at all, apart from taking it back to take all that old dead paint off it. I don't think there's any dents or anything in it. Can't remember now. Oh, there's a little tiny crease there that needs a bit of attention. Other than that, good as gold. Right. Steering wheel has now had 4 coats of black gloss paint. The next job is to let it dry, and then I'll get it somewhere where I can do the lacquer, and then we're going to give it 2 good coats of lacquer, then that'll protect it, stop the paint coming off. Just going to see if Benny can find it. Looks lovely, doesn't it? Right.
Oh.
Nothing. We've got to go with Benny. Let's see if I can find this. Take the head torch from me.
What are you looking for?
Oh, a new horn push button that I had. There it is. Now that's where I thought it was, and I looked through there and I couldn't find it. Where was that?
Right in there.
Oh my god.
First drawer I opened.
Oh, happy days.
That's the bottom one, I think.
Look at it. Get off. Love you, Benny. Thank you. Oh, happy days. I knew I had them. Don't kick stones at my truck. He found them. I looked through there like twice. I'm going to change my glasses. Look, new ones.
Oh, right.
Twice I looked through there. Could I find them? Anyway, look what Benny's done. Doesn't that look beautiful? You seen this, Lester?
Yeah, he's alright for a minute.
I'm still doing that, doing my leg and my back's in the bit of, I've just had a couple of painkillers.
Lester suffers with his leg and back, don't you, mate?
Yeah, I'm a poor old soldier.
Yeah.
Well, that looks pretty smoky to me.
It does, doesn't it? How about that, Benny? Hey?
Yeah.
Looks smoky, Benny.
He's going to initial this, are you, after it's been painted?
Okay.
Going to initial this, are you?
No, he ain't. He's not drawing on that. You don't need to initial it. Everyone knows that what we've all done. So, oh. Anyway, right on the other camera now. Ben's having a bit of a clean up in the back there. It's all very loose, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is good news.
Yes, it's going to come out.
I suppose we ought to look at getting this tank out of there then. Happy days. We're behind the play again. Lester's gone home. Me and Benny's left here cleaning up the mess. Well, to be fair, he was here cleaning up the mess, wasn't he? Well, he was here anyway, wasn't he? Yeah. Anyway, what have we done today? Loads. Ben's been in here all afternoon cleaning the chassis and everything, all the box sections down and everything else. And he's got it pretty good actually. Let me put my torch on. Should I put the torch on? I'll get the light, hang on, so you can see better. Just 1 minute. Here we go. No, you better come this way, I'll blind you with the light. So, it's looking pretty good. Done a good job on that, Benny.
Mhm.
And yeah, you look like you haven't always just dirty, all your face. Anyway, there you are. So coming along nicely. I think another couple of days of prep, and we'll be pretty much ready for primer. Dashboard's got to be prepped up as well, all the inside.
My next job.
Yeah, these rubbers have got to come out around the sides. Yeah, so most of the filth and dirt is out of the way now. I've got a petrol tank sorted to go back in here, but I've had to order some rubber hose because I've run out, and the proper clips, the spindly ones for it. We got a sender in the tank that works, which is good. There's a bit more grinding to do around the van, just little bits and pieces. But this door's been repaired now, corner. So that's nice. Les has been flattening all this side right back to metal today. These are now repaired as well, both sides. Up under here there was rot holes, but they've all been welded up, and the pelmet's been put back on both sides, which is good news. There's still quite a lot of work to do on the roof to get the surface rust off. These have got to be drilled out and retapped. This has all been repaired. All the bulkheads been repaired all the way round. This piece of roof, Lester welded in today. That came off another roof I'd kept, luckily, and that's gone in there quite nicely. So that's just got to be filled up a little bit. Ben has also worked on this side today, so it's getting there, really getting there. It's not going to be many more days. There you are, Windsor, coming on nicely. The actual the doors I'm taking tomorrow for blasting, the front doors that is, and the front panel going tomorrow for blasting. So they'll be back by Tuesday, which is when when we'll be working again. And everything else is already blasted. So there shouldn't be any hold-ups really, at all. The wheels are blasted and primed.
Not yet.
They are.
Oh, yeah, but not them ones.
No, not those ones, but the wheels for the van are blasted and primed. These ones will just go for the next van, probably. And yeah, happy days. It's really coming on nicely. So hopefully, all being well, by the end of February, are we on the 2nd today? 2nd of Feb. Yeah, by the end of February it'll be finished, and then we can get back on there. But what we have got is a camper van in one of the lockups, which has a brand new chassis with a brand new engine and brand new everything on it, brakes, lines, the whole lot. The chassis is as new, damn as new as you'll ever get. And a van that's all in primer, ready to go on the new chassis that we've got to finish. So that's going to be coming along together with Smithy, I think. But that's body off the old chassis, dropped on the new one, and then painted and finished and gone. But that mechanically is done. So, and bodywork's done, just about. Just a bit of finishing off. So that's another one you'll see later on as we go on. Anyway, that's it for Windsor today, and that's it for Mad Works Garage today for episode 12 of Windsor. Feeling a bit tired, aren't you, Benny?
Yeah.
Ready for a shower and a Jack Daniels. In any order, I'm not bothered. Anyway, so there you are. So happy days, guys. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next episode. Oh, if you haven't done already, like and subscribe. Press the little bell for notifications. Also, if you want any merchandise, have a look back at the last video and you'll see all the links you need to get to them.
They'll be in this one as well when it comes out.
You put them on this one as well, yeah?
Well, that's to be on all of them now.
You're going to put them on all of them? Good Lord. Put them on all of them. Anyway, there you are then. So the links will be in the description. So if you want a nice hat, make all your mates jealous. But there's a little bit of a waiting time because we sold out so fast, it's crazy. Anyway, leave it with you. All the best. Madworks Garage, see you all again next time. Cheerio!